Today's math lesson is lesson 11.1, Compare Lengths. This is the first lesson in chapter 11, Measurement. Our objective is I can compare the lengths of two objects. Compare means to identify the difference between two objects. One of these objects is longer than the other, and one is shorter than the other. So the two words that we're going to use to describe the lengths of these pencils is longer and shorter. The one that's longer is the one that's bigger, and the one that's shorter is the one that's smaller. Open your book to page 469 and follow the directions with me. The directions say to look at the pencils. Compare the lengths of the two pencils and use the words longer than, shorter than, or about the same length. The same length would mean that they look exactly alike. You're going to trace the circle around the longer pencil. The purple pencil is longer because it is bigger than the green pencil. And then trace the X on the shorter pencil. So you put an X over the shorter pencil. On the next two pages, you're going to be using cubes to make a shorter or longer train. Cube train. If you have cubes or dice or anything that's like this size, you can use them, but you're going to be drawing the cube train, so you could just use a drawing to represent it. On page 470, the first one says to place cubes on the longer cube train. Trace and color the cube train. So first I need to count how many cubes are here already. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cubes. And the directions say to trace the longer one. So longer than 5 would be 6. So here I have 5, and one more than 5 is 6, making this longer than the 5 cube train. So now I'll trace the cubes here. This one was already done for me. And then I'm going to draw in all the cubes. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cube train is longer than the 5 cube train. Number 2 and 3 says to make a cube train that is longer than the cube train shown. This one on number 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. You need to make a cube train that is longer than the 4. And this one, number 3, has 1, 2, 3 cubes. So you'll also need to make one that's longer, that's bigger. Let's do number 4 together. Number 4 is on page 471. The directions say to make a cube train that is shorter than the cube train shown. So first I'm going to count how many cubes are in this cube train. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I remember that shorter means less than. So that means I need to have a cube train that is smaller or than the number 7. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is smaller than 7. So this cube train is shorter. Or 5 is also smaller than 7. Any number that is shorter or smaller than 7 would be a cube train that's shorter. So I now need to draw my cube train. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw it as best as you can. And this 6 cube train is shorter or smaller than the 7 cube train. You now need to do this for numbers 5 and 6 and draw a cube train that is shorter than the cube train shown.